today on EA Sports. It's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they enter play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
On 1st and 10, Raymond. And right away, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week, 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Rowe. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 catches, 99 yards, and a touchdown.
You think the head coach and the offensive coordinator are able to pull the earplugs out now? Because all week, all they heard was, you know, Coach, they can't guard the pass at all. I mean, they're next to last in the league. Let's throw it on every down.
Yeah, last week we saw the numbers. This week going against second to last in the pass defense area. Good for him. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. On 3rd down, Rowe. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Raymond. Over the middle, complete. That's 4. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Raymond. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. To throw on 2nd down. Raymond. And he's got his big tight end here. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw again. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Raymond. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them, maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will stay at a 7-point game. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time. Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Here's a handoff out of the gun. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Looking to throw. Rowe being chased out left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rowe. That is caught at the 7-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up second down. Now a handoff running through the middle, and he'll take it in. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Carolina getting set to take the field. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Raymond. And this one is incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Raymond. Complete to Taylor on the slant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Vickers. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Raymond. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And yet again. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground. He's off to a great start here in this first quarter. It seems like this defense is probably going to have trouble containing him.
I would agree with that. I love the observation. And here's the thing. Their game plan coming to fruition. You knew that they came in thinking that they could run it. And now they're proving that they can and doing it in a big way.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw. Rowe. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
Throwing on 1st down. Rowe. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. Back to throw. Raymond. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ford. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Vickers. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Operating from the gun, Raymond. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Vickers. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Raymond buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. 21-0 our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Raymond. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive, but the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Raymond. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On 3rd down, Raymond. And he comes back with one complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
So the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
And this one is right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run the option left. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Rowe, throw left side, complete. That's Vasquez. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. 15 yards there on the catch and run. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake. Rowe. He hits Jacobs here on the crossing route. Touchdown! A great play there. 39 yards. And the Falcons are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the Panthers coming out now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On first down, Raymond. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Raymond. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Vickers. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll keep it on the ground. Vickers, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Raymond. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake, because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 75 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Steps away to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though, good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking to throw. Rowe. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd and long. Rowe, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taylor now to return it. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Raymond. Getting this into the hands of Turner. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Up the middle they go. It's Turner. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On 1st and 10, Raymond eluding the pressure right. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Raymond. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Throwing to start the drive. Rowe forced out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. He was superb a week ago. 3 sacks in that affair. Now 1 here in the second quarter.
Well, how about our conversations this week? With him, it was pretty simple. He said, I've got a few combinations I can trot out they haven't seen yet. And on the flip side, they thought they had a plan to block him. Might need to come up with something else because he looks like he's getting loose now.
Punch, counter punch. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Throwing on 3rd and long. Rowe. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 4th down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. On second down, it's Turner. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And here now come the Falcons. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Rowe dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Rowe. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, they're going to run for it here. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Throwing on first down. Raymond. Buying time to his left. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looking to throw on second down. Raymond got his man complete over the middle. That's Turner. The final shot before break. Raymond. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ford. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We begin up at First Energy Stadium. The LA Chargers paying a visit to take on Cleveland. And it's the Browns that have the lead in the second quarter. The Browns looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. The Jaguars trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. The Bills trying to hold on and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. To throw on third down. Rowe. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This is just more of the same. This defense, has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
On first down, Rowe. Going to throw right side here, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Looking to throw. Rowe firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Out to the right here to Wilson. Touchdown, Falcons. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
The throw over the middle, taken in. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. From the gun on third down, Raymond. Over the middle, complete. It's Ford. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. Operating from the gun. Rowe. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense. 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The Falcons send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Raymond. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Raymond. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Rowe. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. Off play action. Rowe. Pressure comes, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Operating from the gun. Rowe. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. To throw on 3rd down. Rowe. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rowe caught. It's Wilson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. 22 yards. And the Falcons just continue to roll. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Off the play fake, Raymond. And his throw here's incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Raymond, right side, this is Morton. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now a handoff up the middle. Turner. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This will be fielded at the 17. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Mike 17. Mike 17.
Looking to throw. Rowe. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Vasquez. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Off play action. Rowe. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. First target.